problem Themistocles faces is that no one believes him. Both the Athenian generals and the general public are plagued by an overconfidence in the Athenian army and a denial about Persia's return.
Themistocles lived every day of his political life as if we've got to deal with this now, we've got to deal with this now. And there were a couple strategies that Themistocles follows that probably saved the Greek world.
First, he must convince Athens that they need to invest in the navy. Perhaps more importantly, he must find the money with which to do it. He gets lucky in 483 BC, 3 years before the last stand at Thermopylae. In the Athenian district of Laurinium, miners discover a new vein of silver. After a year, they extract nearly 2.5 tons of the precious metal from the earth. Themistocles wants the money made from silver to be spent on his navy. The challenge for him is to convince Athenians that they don't need extra money in their pockets, but rather extra warships in their harbor.
Let's do it again, 10 drachms. That would be about $1,500, $1,600 in today's money. It's a lot of money.
Because most Athenians are in denial about a second Persian invasion, Themistocles draws upon his political savvy to win them over. He lies to them. Themistocles misleads the Athenians into thinking that a small rival island off the coast of Athens called Aegina poses a threat to the safety of Athenian merchant ships. Convinced, Athenians allow Themistocles to invest in the navy. Greek civilization might be saved by a lie.
What historians might call a lie or an untruth, a politician would call a clever misdirection of the populace to achieve a greater end. And that's what Themistocles did. He knew if he told the truth that the populace would never go for it. So he had a nice little ploy, a little story.
Honey, got you too.
Themistocles
You doing okay?
gets his ships.
What's wrong?
Athenian warships at the time were called triremes. The trireme is about 90 feet long by about
You gonna
18
need phone call?
feet wide.
One, but I didn't get there in time.
A common Mediterranean tree.
The best analogy of the trireme was she was a light boat that was more like a racing skull. It was not a heavy boat. And why? Because the object was to ram. And so the lighter it was, the faster you could make it go.
Built for speed, the hull of the trireme is open. The deck consists of 1 or 2 planks of wood running lengthwise, upon which the ship's commander and about 4 Marines would stand. Despite possessing a small sail, the trireme is mainly powered by between 170 and 220 oarsmen, arranged in 3 banks of oars, one above the other. The front of the trireme is shaped like a rounded prow. The prow is probably made of heavier cedar than covered with brass or copper, enabling the ship to ram enemy vessels.
Oh, there's a lot of people shopping. You know what?
And a 2,000-meter run is 15 knots, but on balance, that's a fast pulse in order to ram.
By the time the Persians reach Thermopylae and Artemisium a year later, the Greeks have added over 100 additional ships to the fleet. Still, the Persian fleet outnumbers the Greek fleet nearly 6 to 1. Themistocles is about to discover whether his efforts to build the Athenian navy have been in vain.
So I didn't know that. I'd say you're having some sort of thing with tire sale.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. How many tires does Ford buy every year?
Over 3 million.
You say you could beat any advertised price on tires anywhere.
Yes.
Like this price?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes.
What about this one?
I'll beat it.
This one?
Yes.
All right, I only have one more question for you.
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
Get a $100 rebate on 5 Ford tires. $100 only at your Ford dealer.
Brinley and Tires, 11 major brands. Scale is kind of nice. I don't know why you're not here.
TV.com or on the Xfinity TV app for your iPhone or iPad.
Where's the booby?
Did you know that new movies are available every Tuesday? With New Movie Tuesdays, you can start planning your weekend early. From kids flicks to action
you have
to
some
romantic
too?
comedies, there is something for everybody.
nice out there, but
section under